Hey, I'm NichBoy and welcome to Pocket for Monday, the 6th of June. Today on the show, Horror No More, Rick and Morty in Fallout, and this week in games. Now, before we start the episode, I just want to let you guys know that Pete will no longer be producing Pocket for the next 2 weeks because he is off to E3, that lucky boy. So filling in for the Pete are baby Sam and toddler Toby. And rest assured, the quality of the show can only improve from here. Oh, it, Toby. It's okay, this is your first time. All right, here's what's been making headlines. And first up, first-person horror game Allison Road has been cancelled. When first announced, the game was considered to be an indie adaptation of PT, the playable teaser of Silent Hills. Developer Lilith Limited took to Twitter yesterday to announce the cancellation, stating, "Sadly, Allison Road had to be cancelled. Statement to come in the next few days. Thanks for all your support, and very sad it came to this." It seems like any game merely associated with PT is doomed to die. Also, John, play the clip. Moving on, and Star Wars Battlefront 3 is officially coming to Steam according to its official developers. Toby, why are you moving your hand like that? The game, which was originally developed but never finished by Free Radical back in the noughties, has since been picked up and completed by Russian-based modding team Frontwire. They announced over the weekend that Valve have agreed to publish the game for free, despite concerns of it being shut down by Disney for use of the Star Wars IP. Moving on, and PS4 owners can now finally set sail to Far Harbor in more than 10 frames per second. Really? Like, how does this even accidentally happen? Ahead of an upcoming patch, Bethesda have also announced a workaround for players who are having frame rate troubles with the DLC. Simply delete Fallout 4 and its add-on content and re-download it all again. This will bring the game back to a glorious 30 frames per second, but it will come with a visible downgrade to the fog effects. And in more visible downgrade news, you can now play a version of The Witness for the NES. Sam, what are you doing?
What I do every morning.
I actually have no problem with this. Indie developer Dustmop has released a demo of the game for NES emulators and calls it a reinterpretation and tribute to the original. The demake, called TheWit.NES, will have an overhead world with 4-way scrolling, 32 new puzzles, and 16 maps to explore. And will no doubt break my brain all over again. All right, it's time for Thing of the Day. Hey, I'm NichBoy. NichBoy out. YouTube user Up Is Not Jump has used some Fallout 4 mods and clever editing to recreate scenes from the cult cartoon Rick and Morty. All the fan favorites there, including Bird Person, Butterbot, and Scary Terry. Wubba-lubba-dub-dub!
I'm Scary Terry! You can run, but you can't hide, bitch!
Hey, I'm NichBoy. NichBoy out. Alright, with that unpleasantness behind us, let's move on to This Week in Games, where I'll be letting you know what's happening this week in games. And as always, let's start with the MPD stats for the week ending the 29th of May. And number 1, Overwatch, conquering all, and well deserved, I say. Number 2 on the list, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. Number 3, Doom. Number 4, Grand Theft Auto 5. Number 5, Total War Warhammer. Number 6, Far Cry Primal. Number 7, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Number 8, Homefront, The Revolution. Number 9, FIFA 16. And number 10, holding on strong, Ratchet and Clank. Dropping off the list this week are Valkyria Chronicles and, as predicted last week, all 3 Fire Emblems. Great games, but the 3DS just does not have list stickiness. Alright, let's move on to what's coming out this week. And speaking of sticky, Super Duper Party Pooper squeezes its way onto your PC on June 6th, which describes itself as a raw human story of existential panic. So it's certainly gonna be a game about needing to pinch one out while you're on the train. And speaking of existential panic, if you own a Rift, then you can get Edge of Nowhere, which is a Rift-exclusive horror game from Insomniac set in Antarctica, and is one of the first VR games to have me going, maybe I should have pre-ordered a Rift. Still wouldn't have it though, would I? So I'll just have to distract myself with games coming out on the 7th, including Minecraft Story Mode Episode 6, space survival game The Solace Project on PC, and Atalia Sophie, The Alchemist of the Mysterious Book for PS4 and Vita. I feel like Japan isn't even trying anymore with these titles. On June 8th, we get Broken Bots for the PS4, and the excellent 3DS game SteamWorld Heist is coming to PS4, Vita, and PC. Then on June 9th, Mirror's Edge Catalyst slides its way into our Xboxes, our PS4s, and our PCs. Then, once you fall into your death enough, round out your week with Sherlock Holmes The Devil's Daughter on Xbox, PS4, and PC, and Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator on PS3 and 4, both out on June 10th. Xrd? Xrd? I really don't know how to pronounce the name of that game, and I went on the internet because I was like, surely there are other people having trouble with this. And thankfully, there were a bunch of forum posts from people saying, how do I pronounce the name of this game? And then all the replies were just from assholes going, idiot, it says the name of the game when you boot it up. And I'm like, well, how am I supposed to boot the damn thing up if I can't even pronounce the name when I'm trying to buy it from the tattooed alt model JB Hi-Fi? On June 11th, you get Kirby Planet Robobot for the 3DS. Alright, that's it for today's episode of Pocket Pocketeers, or anything on that list that's tickling your fancy, or did I miss something in particular that you are looking forward to playing? Let me know in the comments. And while you're on the internet, check out Good Game on Facebook, YouTube, and if you want to meet fellow Pocketeers, then join the Pocketeers Facebook group and Steam group. You can follow Good Game on Twitter at Good Game TV, follow Pocket at NichBoy, at Pierreth, at GG, at Monkey, and at Sam Gee. And for the next 2 weeks at TobyGV. There are links to everything I just said in the description below, including a link to our new YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/ggpocket. Go there, subscribe, and because pretty soon Pocket's gonna be living there. And this channel right here that you're watching now will be dead to you. Unless you like Good Game, in which case, stay subscribed to this one as well. Today's Thing of the Day graphic came in from John Pseudonym. Thank you very much, John. If you've made a thing, please send it in. Until tomorrow, NichBoy out. Mwah! Toby, I see your dirty finger. I miss Pete. Pete!